Good morning, everyone. Today I have biology and English class. Please be ready with your books. All of you, please turn on your camera.
Good morning, one and all. Welcome to Shanvi Learning Services. And also welcoming to biology session. Okay, in last class, we have discussed already about the blood group. Okay, and who are your blood relatives, and by using this reagents A, B, or H. Okay. With help of this table, like determination of blood group type anti A, B, and so with this, if agglutination occurs in anti A, S, and the type of blood group is A group, and if agglutination occurs in B, the type of blood group is B, then rest of that no. Okay, and both if S, in both places agglutination occurs, then both are S, the type of blood group is AB. As you know, AB is a universal recipient. They can take from anybody also, because here anti-A is S, anti-B is S. And coming to O, universal donors. O group persons are universal donors. Anti-A, no, there is no agglutination, and B also no. So by that we can, and as I told you, like RH is a rhesus factor. Okay, rhesus factor is an inherited protein. Okay, found on the surface of red blood cells. Red blood cells. Blood has the protein, then RH positive, and blood lacks the protein, RH negative. Okay, blood has the protein, RH positive, and blood lacks the protein, RH negative. So RH is nothing but rhesus factor. Okay, rhesus factor is an inherited protein. What is that? Inherited protein found on the surface of red blood cells. Red blood cells. The RH are positive. The agglutination occurs in anti-RHD, and RH negative agglutination does not occurs in anti-RHD. Okay, fine. I have given one task to you, and we have discussed about that muscle tissue also. Okay, as you know, without muscles, if you have only skeletal structure, we cannot lift any weights, and we cannot move, run, walk, or what it may be. Okay, so as we have done one activity in last class, with help of one student, okay, while lifting a weight, we have observed the movement in muscles. Okay, so look at the picture here. The coordination between muscles and skeletal structure, there is a possibility to walk, run, jump, or lift any weights. Okay, and I asked you in the last class to gather the information of your relatives or your family members. Here I given one a table also, like by giving the serial number, name, and the blood groups. Then I come to you, and please be ready. Let us find who are your blood relatives. Okay. So please be ready with that. All of you. Harshita, please unmute. Abojo Harshita.
Sir.
Harshita, can you hear me?
Sir.
Harshita.
Sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, now MNCL Alia, please unmute. Bye. Please unmute. Can you hear me, boy?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Can you share your project, like what you have collected the blood groups, your relatives or your friends? Can you show
Sir,
that?
mine AB positive, sir.
Okay, your blood group is B positive, right?
AB positive.
AB positive.
Yes, sir.
AB positive. Okay, AB positive, right? So then what is the specialty of your group, boy?
Sir, I am a universal recipient.
Yes, universal recipient, right? Fine, very good. You are a universal recipient. You can take from anybody also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Now, can you show rest of that?
Sir, my brother's is A positive.
Your brother's is A positive.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Next.
My father's is B positive.
B positive.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next.
Sir, that much I don't know.
Okay, fine. Yours AB and your father's B and your brother's A, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then according to our blood groups, with respect to blood groups, like your father have that different blood group and your brother also, right?
Yes.
So for example, my blood group is B positive. Then your brother is my blood relative, right? According to blood groups.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. That's why I told you the day, your relatives, like your family members are not your blood relatives with respect to blood groups. Now, did you get that information? Like why, like, with respect to blood groups, we can say like that.
Yes, sir.
Not in other way. Okay. And here, your brother's is different, your father's is different, yours is different. With respect to the blood groups, your blood group and your father's brother's blood groups are not same.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Very good, Leah. MNCL. Next. Be ready with your information, children. Bhavani, please unmute yourself.
Sir.
Good morning, Bhavani.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, can you tell that blood groups of you and your family?
Yes, sir. My blood group is O positive.
Your blood group is O positive. And what is the specialty of your blood group?
I can give blood to anyone.
Yes, very good. That is called universal
Donor.
Yes, very good. Okay, universal donor. Fine. And rest. Next.
Huh? A positive, my brothers.
Your brother's A positive.
My daddy O positive.
Your father's O positive.
I don't know about my mother, sir.
Okay. You have collected 3, right? Okay, 3 persons information. Okay, fine. So here your brothers is different from you, right? But your fathers and yours same. So your father is your blood group according to blood groups. Right? Okay. Thank you. Very good. Next. Abhilasha. Very good, Bhavani. Next, Abhilasha.
Sir.
Good morning, Abhilasha.
Good morning, sir.
Can you tell your blood group?
My blood group is O positive.
O positive. Okay. O positive is universal.
Universal donor.
Okay, you can give for anybody.
Yes.
Then try to improve blood. You can donate for anybody also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You have to improve your production of blood in your body, such that if anybody wants that, we can take help of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. And rest of that,
My mother's is also O positive.
your mother's also O positive. Okay.
Yes. My brothers don't know, sir.
Okay.
My father's is B positive.
B positive.
Mm.
Okay. So your mother's O positive, yours also O positive, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine here. Your mother is your blood relative, according to blood
Yes.
groups.
Yes, sir.
Your father is my blood relative, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then can I take your father to my home?
Yes, take, sir.
Okay. Fine, thank you. Like according to the blood groups, like see, there is like a little bit match within the family members, but almost all like there is some difference in blood groups. So all are your family only, just with respect to blood groups, whether your family blood group is same or not, you just check. Then you can find out that blood relation, like a blood group, with respect to the blood groups, we can find that our blood relatives. Okay, and here, like I have many relatives, blood relatives, I think, because from every family, like a B positive is there. So my blood group also B positive. I'm lucky person, I think, right? Okay, fine. Let us know some more members like. Jishan, are you ready? Jishan completed. Okay. Fine. Jishan completed, right? Please turn on your camera such that I can give you opportunity to say that. Arshita. Hey, Arshita.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Arshita.
Good morning, sir.
Tell me now.
Sir, my blood
The
group is
information what you collected about the blood groups.
okay, sir. Sir, my blood group is A positive.
Okay, good.
Sir, my father's also A positive only, sir.
Okay, super. And within the family, you got your blood relative, right?
Sir, my whole family is also A positive only.
Oh, it's a fantastic. Like your whole family A positive, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Really great. Okay. And did you
Okay,
collect information or simply saying?
No, sir, I collected.
Okay, super. Okay, good. And so you're lucky fellow, you have that, your family total will have that A positive, A group total, okay? And fine, your blood relatives are within your family, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Arshida. Now, Akshay, BL Akshay. Please wait. Now, you can unmute.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, Akshay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning, Akshay.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, can I know your like information?
Sir, my is A positive, sir.
A positive. Oh, fine. Next.
My mother's also A positive, sir.
Wow, what is this? Miracle, right? Next.
My sister's O positive, sir.
O positive. Oh, you are lucky person because in your family you have a universal donor.
Yes, sir.
Then he ask you. Then you can provide apples and all like for your sister, such that she can improve the
Yes,
production of blood. We can utilize that, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Fine.
my
And
dad's
sister
a B
so
positive.
positive. And please once again repeat, boy. Akshay.
Sir, my is A positive, sir.
What?
My is A positive.
Yours A positive. Okay, fine.
My dad's a B positive, sir.
Okay, B positive.
My mother's A positive.
Mother's A positive.
Sister's O positive.
Okay. And fine. Thank you because you also given one my blood relative. Like your father have B positive, no? And you also
Yes, sir.
have one blood relative in your family, like A group. And
Yes, sir.
the rest of that your sister is O positive, right? Your blood
Positive.
sister blood group is O positive. Okay, you have that blood
Yes, sir.
like universal donor in your family. Okay, fine. Thank you, Akshay. Okay, thank you all
Thank you,
for
sir.
your active participation, and let us give chance for rest of the persons. Somebody is raising hand here. Who is that? Now here, Mehak. Please unmute, Mehak. Asra Mehak.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Asra Mehak.
Sir, my blood group AB positive, sir.
Wow, AB positive. You are also universal recipient, right?
Recipient, sir. Yes, sir. My mother's also AB
up to now
positive,
we
sir.
have collected some of members' blood groups, and from that you have one blood relative in our class. In our virtual class, you have one blood relative because one person also told AB positive, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. And rest of that,
My
tell me
mother's
again.
also AB positive, sir.
Asra Mehak,
Sir,
tell me.
my mother's also AB positive, sir.
Mother's also AB positive. Okay, good.
Yes, sir. My sister's AB negative, sir.
Sister's AB negative.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My father's AB positive.
Wow. Like Arshita, you also have total family like AB, na?
Yes, sir.
Arshita's not AB, but like all family members have the same blood group, no? As it is like you will also have the same blood group, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next.
Sir, my auntie's O positive, sir.
O positive.
Yes, sir.
You also lucky person. You also will have that universal donor in your family.
Yes, sir.
Next.
My uncle's B negative, sir.
Uncle's B negative.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Just a miss. B. It could be B positive, I think. Okay. Next.
That much only, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Matt.
Okay, sir.
So you have your blood relatives in your family, and here Pranay Babu is eagerly waiting to share that information what he has collected about blood groups. Pranay Babu, good morning. Can you hear me, Pranay Babu? Okay, next. Can you show what you collected that information within the box? Already it is given in 34 page number in your textbook. So please write that information what you have collected about blood groups. Okay, you can fill in the table. Okay, so there was given like a serial number, name, blood group. You have to write that serial number 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have collected that more than that, you can take one more line and write that, put that information in that blanks. And a serial number 1, 2, 3, name, your name, and your family or relatives. Okay, from whom you have collected that information about blood groups, you have to write there, and blood groups also you can mention, such that you can come to know that who are your blood relatives, like according to our blood groups. Okay, children, you have got that. I think in 34 page number it was there. You just fill the table in your textbook. Okay, if possible, you can write in your biology running notes, like by mentioning that here 1, 2, 3, 4 rows are given, and if you want to add some more, you can take and write that information in your biology running notes. Okay, fine, children. And next, let us go for that muscles. As I have told you, like the coordination between muscle and bone, skeletal structure, we can able to run, walk, and lift the weights also. And I have shown you already in last class, and let us try once again. If you have any weight like measurement, anyone, like you be ready with that, and such that we can do one activity like while lifting that weight, whether that muscle movement is taking place or not. Then who is ready, please raise your hand. Let us check once again. If you have any little weight, okay, please lift that and check What is the changing in your muscle movement? Come on, raise your hand such that I can give choice for you. Anybody? Come on. Akhil Yadav. Akhil Yadav, please unmute Akhil Yadav. Akhil Yadav, please unmute yourself.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Akhil. Is it Akhil?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Akhil, can you lift any weight?
No, sir.
Please try if you have anything, like you don't have any weight there. Anyone,
No.
like whatever it may be. Please try to lift and observe what is the change in your muscle. Is it any movement or not? Akhil. Try to lift a water bottle or whatever it may be, what weight is available near you. Akhil. Akhil Yadav. Okay, did you observe?
Yes, sir.
Then did you observe the change in your muscle movement?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Such that we can come to know that, like only here as it is, we have the skeletal body structure. Like with the skeletal body, we cannot lift that weight. Weight means just normal, like whatever it may be, chair or water bottle, whatever it may be. And with the coordination of that muscle, it is happened, right? So by doing this little bit activity, we can come to know that there is a movement in our muscles, like while lifting that weight. Okay, and somewhat it means that muscles are helping to us to run, to walk, and to lift the weight. Okay,
Sir.
fine. Thank you, Akhil Yadav.
Thank you.
Next, okay. Then children, listen here. Concentrate. Look at the screen, all of you. And here muscle tissues. See, children, as is we have that muscle tissues, 3 types of muscle tissues. You know already what is the tissue, the group of cells. Yes, striated muscles, non-striated muscles, and cardiac muscles are there. Okay. And here, if you are wounded deeply, a deep scar would form at the place of wound. If you are wounded on skin, a lighter scar would form. Why? For the reason that the skin cells have regenerating character. The skin cells have the regenerating character. That's why, like it is regenerating and trying to pack up that wound. Okay. Skin cells have regenerating character. Think about the muscle. Muscle cells, will they get regenerated like epithelial cells? Epithelial cells will have that regeneration character. That's why if we get wound or like scar, it is regenerated and its wound will be get covered within short time. And our muscles are responsible for the movement of hands and legs and also of several internal organs such as intestine and heart. See, sometimes we can observe the movement in our intestine of our stomach, right? Okay. And like a heart. Because of these muscles, like heart can pump the blood by taking the movements. Small amounts of muscle tissues also present in blood vessels. Okay. In blood vessels also some small amount of muscle tissues also present, such that the diameter of blood vessel, like the diameter of blood vessel is increasing and decreasing. Okay. The what muscle tissue is present in the blood vessels, this help in increasing or decreasing the diameter. Increasing or decreasing the diameter. The blood vessel, and thus the blood flows next, heart is made up of only one type of muscle cells, children. Only one type of muscle cell, and they help in pumping the blood. Because of that muscle, like tissue, cardiac muscles, responsible to pump the blood. See here, how do muscle contraction relax? Muscular tissue consists of elongated cells called muscle pivots. Okay, muscular tissue consists of elongated cells called muscular fibers. This tissue responsible for movement in our body. This tissue is responsible for movement, to take a movement in our body, and muscles contain special protein called contractile protein. What protein muscle contains? Contractile protein. Contractile protein, which contracts and relax to cause movement. Which contracts and relax to cause a movement. That which is responsible for that? Here one protein. The protein is contractile protein, which is responsible for like movement in our body. During winter, body shivers. Why? When the body is exposed to cold air, we shiver, right? During shivering, muscles contract and relax, producing large amount of heat. See, as we have to maintain our body temperature normal, and when we expose to cold air, then our body temperature levels will be decreased. So to cover that, to maintain that normal temperature, our muscles will try to shiver. By the shivering, it can produce large amount of heat. That heat can keep us, then keep our body in normal. Okay, in temperature. This keeps the body hot, such that then our metabolic functions can take normally. Okay. If that was not happen, then for that like a particular person when exposed to cold air, that there is a great like a changes in temperature levels, and it will affect for that particular person also. Okay. So based on their structure, location and function, here we have take that location and function and structure. With respect to structure, location and function, muscles are 3 types. How many types muscles are? 3 types. 3 types. They are striated muscle, non-striated muscle, and cardiac muscle. Look at the screen, all of you here. Bottom of the page here we have striated muscle and non-striated muscle and cardiac muscle. So if you observe that particular muscles, you can able to write that what are the characters of that particular muscle. Okay. Similarly here we can move some muscles by our conscious efforts. For example, the muscles present in inner limb. As I told you in last class, the muscle present in our inner limb move according to our wish. The muscle move according to our wish. Okay. So the particular muscles which are moving according to our wish, those are called voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles. Which does not move according to our wish, they will have that own system, like then the type of muscles are involuntary muscles. Okay. These voluntary muscles also called as skeletal muscles, as they are mostly attached to bones and help in body movement. These muscles show alternate light and dark bands or striations. Alternate light and dark bands or striations. As a result, they are also called striated muscles. See here, first figure, there is like some striations are there, light and dark bands we can observe in that striated muscles, such that they are also called striated muscles. The cells of this tissue are long. The cells of this tissue are long, cylindrical, unbranched, and have many nuclei in the cytoplasm. Many nucleus are there in that cytoplasm, that's such that we can call like a multinucleated. Okay, uni-multi, you know already, very familiar with these words. So here, how many nuclei in the cytoplasm, such that this is a multinucleated. multi-nucleated. Multi-nucleated. Next, see here activity 5. Collect 3 types of muscle slides: striated muscle, non-striated muscles, and cardiac muscles from the slide blocks. So we will get some permanent slides. No need to prepare. We can utilize. By utilizing that slides, we can observe that what is the structure of a particular striated and non-striated cardiac muscles. Okay, so such type of muscles slides, permanent slides. Okay, so this is very like hard to collect this all, and that's such that they can provide in surgical laboratories like permanent slides with by using the precautions, and they will follow the systematic procedure, and they will make that particular permanent slides. So we can get that striated muscle, non-striated muscle, cardiac muscle permanent slides, and then observe these under microscope. Write your findings in the following table. So please, like if you read this all, like what we have discussed up to now, like that here we have that non-striated muscle characters also and cardiac muscle characters also. So by putting that serial numbers 1, 2, 3, you have to write that striated muscle characters. Okay, like cylindrical, long branched striations, like that you have to write. In non-striated and cardiac muscles also you have to fill the table. The movement of foot in alimentary canal and the contraction and relaxation of blood vessels are involuntary, because according to our Vishnu, that movement is taking place if you wish or not. The movement of foot in alimentary canal and the contraction relaxation of blood vessels are involuntary. We cannot really start them or stop them simply by wanting to do so. Smooth muscles are involuntary muscles. Control such movements. Control such movements. What movements? Relaxation and contraction of blood vessels, and the movement of foot in alimentary canal. Okay, so smooth muscles are involuntary muscles, contract such movements. They are also found in the iris of the eye. Iris of the eye, even that involuntary muscles. We cannot really start them or stop them simply by wanting to do so. Okay, so they are also found in the iris of the eye. In uterus and in the bronchi of the lungs, these cells are long with the pointed ends and having a single nucleus. So here uninucleated. Whatever striated muscle, multinucleated, because there is like many nucleus are present in cytoplasm. That's why that is called multinucleated. Here these cells are long with the pointed ends and having a single nucleus, that is uninucleated. Can you tell why are they called as unstriated muscles? Because there is no striations, there is no dark and light bands here as striated. Look at the screen, all of you here. We have striated and non-striated muscles. Striated and non-striated muscles. Okay, and next. The muscles present in the heart are responsible for pumping of blood, as we discussed already. And in this, one type of muscle only present in the heart, which help to pump the blood. The cells are long branched. Here the cells are long branched and have nuclei. You just observe the picture. See, look at the screen, all of you. Cardiac muscle, these are branched. See here, and nucleus also present here. Okay, the muscles present in the heart are responsible for pumping of blood. The cells are long branched and have nuclei. Cells are joined to each other at their ends. All the muscle cells in cardiac muscle have, all the muscle cells in cardiac muscle have striations. Okay, here also we can observe the striations. You just can observe this. Sorry, now you can see here striations. Okay, cross striations. See here, cross striations. Okay, so here we can observe the striations. So it resembles the striated in its structure. It is an involuntary muscles and presence of intercalated disc. Intercalated disc is the characteristic features of a cardiac muscle. These characters you can put in that particular box. Okay. See here. You can see here cross striations and nuclei and intercalated discs also present in this. So these are the muscle tissues, striated, non-striated and cardiac muscles. And as time up, I'm going to wind up the session. And in next class, we can start with the nervous tissue. Nervous tissue. Okay, thank you, Miranda.
Good morning, all of you. How are you all? Fine. Christina, Shishan, Bhavani, Sneha Verma, Harshida. Okay, very good, very good. Today it's a little late, right? Okay, let me share the screen now. Just wait for a moment. So this is the lesson that we have been learning, class 9. Just wait for a moment. Okay, fine. Students, just wait. There is a light network issue. Okay, here we go. So what is man without the beast? This is the lesson we have been learning in the previous session. To enable the students to understand the importance of environment, so you have to understand the importance of environment from this unit. That is the aim of this lesson. And in case of vocabulary, already we have discussed about it in the earlier sessions. So the first vocabulary word is canoe. Canoe, it means a small, light, narrow boat. It doesn't need a deep explanation, right? So the next word is prairie, a large open area of grassland. Thicket, it means an area of trees and bushes growing closely together. And in case of textbook glossary, resonate, it means to continue to have a powerful effect or value. Course, it means to flow. Course of river, flow of river. Canoe, already I have shown you the picture. Savage, it means a member of a people regarded as primitive and uncivilized. Prairie. Strand, it means a single piece of thread, wire or hair, etc. Compassion, it means a strong feeling of sympathy. Compassion, a strong feeling of sympathy. Perish, it means die, especially in an accident or by being killed. Dominion, control over a country or people. The British dominion over the Indian people. Blotted, it means kept from being seen or concealed. Talking wire, telephone wire. Thicket, it means an area of trees and bushes growing closely together. We have already discussed all these hard words. And here we have some other hard words from this part of the lesson that we are going to learn today. Exempt, it means free from. Some students are exempt from exams. Some students are free from exams. Contempt, it means lack of respect accompanied by a feeling of intense dislike. Contempt. She looked at him with contempt. It means that she looked at him with lack of respect. A strong dislike she had towards him. Dominion, it means command or control. They truly believe they have dominion over us. So precious, this part we have finished in the previous session, and here we go here from this paragraph. Okay. Respect. You must teach your children that the ground beneath their feet is the ashes of our grandfathers. So here the red man of North America, they are telling the American government that anyhow we are going to hand over the land to you. You are forcing us to sell our lands to you. That's why you must teach your children. The red men, they are asking the white people to teach their children that the ground beneath their feet, the ground where they are standing. is the ashes of our grandfathers. Is the ashes of our grandfathers. It means that here Chief Seattle wanted to convey a message to the white Indians that after buying the land from us, you will have to understand that the place where you are standing is the ashes of our grandfathers. It means that our grandfathers, our ancestors, they all lived on this particular area of land and they died here. So the land where you are standing is the ashes of our grandfathers, so that they will respect the land. Tell your children that the earth is rich with the lives of our kin. So when we are selling you our land, you will have to respect this land like us. And you must teach your children that the land where they are standing is the ashes of our grandfathers. Not only that, tell your children that the earth is rich with the lives of our kin. Kin, it means relatives. Underline that word and write there kin. Kin, it means relatives. Teach your children what we have taught our children. You must teach your children what we have taught our children, that the earth is our mother. So the Red Indians, Chief Seattle and his people, they treated the earth as their mother. They never did any harm to the earth. So that when we are selling you our land, you must also treat our land as your own mother. Whatever befalls the earth, whatever happens the earth, befalls it means happening something bad. Whatever befalls the earth, befalls the sons of the earth. So if something is happening to the earth, it is just like happening to the human beings on the earth. So if you do something harm to the earth, it is just like you are doing harm yourselves. If men spit upon the ground, if you spit upon the ground, it is just like spitting upon yourselves. If you spit on the ground, if you spit on the earth, it is just like you are spitting on your face. So the red man of North America, just before they are selling their land to the white people, they are telling the white people that you have to treat the nature as it is. How we have treated the nature, just like you should also treat the nature. The environment should be protected. Actually, the white men, the American government is taking over that land to make that area as an industrialized one. They are going to set up a lot of factories there. The atmosphere will be polluted. The rivers will be polluted. And the trees will be cut down. So this is what Chief Seattle doesn't want actually. Chief Seattle wanted to keep the land as it is, the environment as it is. The water is fresh there. The air is fresh there. The animals can happily live there. So this is all going to be destroyed by the American government when they are taking over the land from Chief Seattle and his tribal people. So Chief Seattle says that if you spit on the land, what happens? It is just like you are spitting on your own face. So we treated Mother Earth. We treated the earth as our own mother. Chief Seattle is asking the American government to treat the land as your mother. This we know, the earth does not belong to man. The man may be thinking that the earth belongs to the man, but it is not correct. The man belongs to the earth. The man belongs to the earth. All things are connected like the blood which unites one family. All things are connected. Even a black man, even a white man, even a Christian, Muslim, Hindus, in everybody's body, the color of the blood is red only, isn't it? So all things are connected like the blood which unites one family. All things are connected. Whatever befalls the earth, Harshita, can you hear me properly? Is there any problem with the voice? No. Okay, good. Whatever befalls the before the sons of the earth. If you do harm to the earth, what is going to happen? It is just like harming yourself. Whatever happens to the earth, it is just like happening to our lives. So human beings should take care of the earth. It should not, human beings should not try to harm the earth. If we harm the earth, it is just like harming ourselves. So we have to take a lot of care. Whatever befalls the earth, befalls the sons of the earth. Man did not weave the web of life. Man did not weave the web of life. He's only a strand in it, a small thread in it. So you might have seen a web. You might have seen a web. In a web, there are many strands. Out of that all strands, the man is just like a small strand. In your head, there may be a lot of hairs, isn't it? Out of that, you are just like one hair. If you died, is something going to happen to the earth? No, nothing is going to happen to the earth. So you don't think that you are the greatest personality on earth. So man did not weave the web of life. He's only a strand in it. Whatever he does to the web, he does to himself. If you do something to the earth, it is just like you are doing it to yourself. So that you have to take care of the earth. Chief Seatil again and again telling that you must treat the mother earth as your own mother. Even the white man whose God walks and talks with him as a friend to a friend cannot be exempt from the common destiny. Even the white man whose God walks and talks. Do you really think that there is a particular God for white man and for red man? No, for all of us, there is only one God. Even the white man whose God walks and talks with him as a friend to a friend cannot be exempt from the common destiny, cannot be freed from the common destiny. One day you all are going to die. You cannot escape from your common destiny. We have only one God. For Hindus, for Christians, for Muslims, everybody on the earth, we have only one God. The God who walks and talks with him as a friend to a friend cannot be freed from exempt from the common destiny. One day, everybody is going to die. I am a white person. I am a white man. I will live for 100 years. Is that going to happen? No. White man and a black man, whoever it is, you all have a day to end. We may be brothers after all. Actually, we are all brothers. We shall see. One thing we know, which the white man may one day discover. These white men, one day, they are going to find out that our God is the same God. Now, maybe white man is thinking that we have a different God, but that is not actually correct, isn't it? We all have only one God. In front of God, everybody is equal. For white, for black, in front of God, God will treat each and every people on the earth as equal. God doesn't have any partiality, isn't it? But we still don't know why God has created people as rich, poor, black, white. Some are handicapped, some are very healthy. God might have a special intention behind that, isn't it? But we don't know. Some part of the world, people are enjoying their lives. Some part of the world, people are suffering. They are unable to run their life. Why God has created people like that, we don't know. It's a mystery to us, isn't it? Some are very rich, they are enjoying their lives. Some are very poor, they are facing a lot of difficulties in their lives. Why God has created people like that? Here see, red men, they are going to suffer, and the white men, they are enjoying their lives. So some people may be thinking that there is no God in such. When you are facing a lot of difficulties, you may be thinking that there is no God, isn't it? God may have a particular purpose behind that. But we still don't know why God has created some people as ugly and some people as very beautiful, isn't it? Somebody's skin is black, somebody's skin is white. Somebody is very rich, they are having a lot of money. Somebody is very poor, they are unable to lead a proper life. They are unable to get 3 times food when other parts of the world people are eating too much. We may be brothers after all. We shall see. One thing we know, which the white man may one day discover. White men, one day they will understand that our God is the same God. You may think now that you own him as you wish to own our land. So being white man, you may be thinking that God is your own. Being white man, you may be thinking that God is your own, but you cannot. But it is not like that. He is the God of man. He is the God of everybody. And his compassion, his strong feeling is equal for the red man and the white. And God's compassion, God's strong feeling towards the red man and the white man are equal. There is no disparities. There is no difference. God will treat everybody equal. The earth is precious to him. So the earth is precious to whom? The earth is precious to the God, the creator, the almighty. So in this sentence, you see the word him. That H is capital letter there, because here him refers to God. That's why him, H is capital letter. And to harm the earth is to heap contempt on its creator. So if you harm the earth, it is just like you are showing lack of respect on its creator. It means you are disrespecting your God. If you harm the earth, it is just like you are disrespecting the God. It shouldn't happen. That's why you will have to take care of the earth. The whites too shall pass. The whites will also die, perhaps sooner than all other tribes. Perhaps sooner than all other tribes. So in front of God, everybody is equal. But still we don't know why God has created people in such disparities, isn't it? And the whites too shall pass. One day, the white men, they are also going to die. Red men, they are also going to die. But you have to understand one thing, that in front of God, everybody is equal. God will treat everyone in an equal manner. But in your perishing, at the end of the day, you will shine brightly, fired by the strength of the God who brought you to this land, and for some special purpose gave you dominion over this land and over the red man. So this is what I told you earlier. We don't know why God has gave you dominion over this land. We don't understand why God has given you more power than us. We don't know why God has gave you control over the red man. But in your perishing, you will shine brightly. At the end of the day, you will be shining brightly, fired by the strength of the God who brought you to this land. God is the one who gave you all birth. And for some special purpose, God has an intention, maybe a special purpose. That is why God has given you control over this land and over the red man. You know that Britishers, when they came to India, they suppressed us, isn't it? But the Indians, they suffered a lot. The Britishers, they took our wealth. They behaved towards us just like they treated us very badly. And we had to suffer a lot from the Britishers. Why God has created people like that? Somebody to enjoy their lives, somebody to face the difficulties. But God has a special purpose. That's why he gave you control over this land and over the red man. The destiny is a mystery to us. So here Chief Seatil says that the destiny, what is going to happen in the future, is mystery to us. We don't know what is going to happen to us. When we are removed from this place, we have to move to the government reserved areas. So we don't know how that place is. We don't know how can we live there. The destiny is a mystery to us, for we do not understand when the buffaloes are slaughtered. I don't know why these white men, they're simply killing the buffaloes. What purpose behind that? Just for entertainment. These white men, they used it to shoot at the buffaloes. Slaughtered, an act of killing. Slaughter shop you might have seen, where the buffaloes are killed and the meat is sold. Okay. We do not understand when the buffaloes are slaughtered, the wild horses tamed. What is the need of taming the horses? You know what is the meaning of the word tame? Tame, it means train to obey. Train to obey. The secret corners of the forest, heavy with the scent of many men. The secret corners of the forest where the trees are thickly growing. Those all trees will be cut down by this white men. Heavy with the scent of many men. And the view of the ripe hills blotted by talking wires. The view of the ripe hills. The view of the hills may be removed to set up the factories, and on the tree, on the hills, there may be a lot of trees which gives you fruits. All will be removed and will be placed by talking wires, telephone wires. Where is the thicket? Where is the area of land where the trees growing thickly? It will be vanished from the earth, gone. Where is the eagle? Gone. The end of living and the beginning of survival. This is what you have to understand. The end of the living and the beginning of survival. You know that in the past, people lived with harmony, in harmony with the nature. In the past, people lived in harmony with the nature. People did not harm the environment. But now, is that happening? No, it is not at all happening. People started harming the environment. They cut down the trees. They polluted the water. They polluted the atmosphere. Nowadays, what is happening? It is not living. We are surviving. We are facing difficulties to go ahead with our life. That's why the end of living. In the past, people lived very happily in harmony with the nature. But at present, there is a lot of diseases. We know that corona, it's killing people, right? This is all. People are very careless nowadays. That's why we have been troubling a lot. In the past, people lived happily in harmony with the nature, but those old periods had gone. Now we cannot say that we are living, we are surviving on the earth. Continue to live without continue to live facing a lot of difficulties. So you can keep this sentence in your mind. This is the end of living and the beginning of survival. Okay, let me tell you something about the author, about the speaker. Chief Seattle, 1786-1866, was the leader of Devonish and other Pacific Northwest tribes. So he was the leader of tribal people. The city of Seattle, Washington, bears his name. So one city in Washington is known or bears his name. In 1854, Chief Seattle reluctantly, it means unwillingly, agreed to sell tribal lands to the United States government and to move to the government established reservations. So in 1854, what happened is that Chief Seattle and his group were happily living in an area which is very closer to the forest. So during that time, the American government wanted to take care of that land. They wanted to buy that land, and they allotted Chief Seattle and his group some government established reserved areas. Though the authenticity of the speech has been challenged, most of the people agree that it contains the substance and perspective of Chief Seattle's attitude towards nature and the white race. Though the authenticity, it means genuinity of the speech has been challenged. So most of the people agree that it consists the substance and perspective. His fondness towards the nature is clearly expressed in his speech. That is why he made this speech. So that is the end of this lesson, and I want to show you a video about the lives of the Native American people. Okay, just let me stop sharing this and I will show you the video now.
Native Americans.
Do you know who the first people to live in America were? People think it was Christopher Columbus and his crew. Others think it was European settlers or people that came to live here from Europe. But it was actually the Native Americans. Native means they were born in America, though it wasn't called America at the time. This was long before it became the United States. They were here much earlier than Columbus. When Columbus discovered America and its people, he named the people Indians because he thought he was in India. You may have heard other people call them Indians too. The correct term for how we refer to them is Native Americans. The Native Americans lived in both North and South America, including Alaska and Hawaii. There were different tribes and cultures who lived in different parts of the country. A tribe usually consisted of families or communities that spoke the same language and had common beliefs. They also shared the same customs or traditions. Some well-known tribes include the Cherokee, Apache, Cheyenne, Iroquois, the Ute Nation, and Navajo Nation. There were many other tribes as well. Each tribe has its own type of home, foods they ate, tools, clothing, and more. The tribes are no different than people across the world today who have their own cultures and customs. Most historians believe the tribes were quite peaceful before the arrival of Columbus and other Europeans. Native Americans designed their homes according to the weather and area where they lived. A teepee was built using long poles for the frame or structure. The poles were tied together in a bundle at the top. Each of the legs or poles was then spread out, creating a large circle at the bottom. The poles were then wrapped with buffalo hide to protect the people from the weather and to keep them warm. The teepees could easily be taken down and put back up again, making it the perfect house for people who moved a lot. A wigwam was about 8 to 10 feet tall. Like the teepee, it was also made from wooden frames. These frames were covered with shoots of bark from a birch tree. Native Americans also used birch bark to cover canoes because it was waterproof and strong. It was also used for other things like baskets. A wigwam was more rounded than a teepee. Some wigwams were covered with grass. Those were called grass houses. Grass houses were much larger than a wigwam. A longhouse was a permanent home. Unlike the teepee, it was not moved from place to place. It was built from wood and bark in the shape of a rectangle. Holes were created in the roof to allow air to escape. There were doors on both ends of the house, similar to many houses today. Tall poles from trees were curved and then used to create the roof. These houses were also covered with bark. Long houses were about 80 feet long and 18 feet wide and could hold about 20 people. A pueblo was a home built right into the side of a cliff, which is why it was also called a cliff dwelling. These homes were built of bricks made from clay. They sometimes were built inside of caves. Some pueblos were 4 or 5 stories high. Ladders were used to go from floor to floor. These houses could hold many people. Some other types of Native American homes were wattle and daub, plank house, igloo, and chickee. The materials used to build homes depend on where the tribes lived and what was available to use. The clothing that the Native Americans wore were also different from tribe to tribe. If an area where Native Americans lived was warm like Arizona, then less clothing was worn because of the heat. In contrast, if it was a cold area like Alaska, clothing was layered for warmth. A common material for clothing was animal skins. The soft leather of the animal hides was used for shoes as well as covering for some of their homes. Plants and cotton were also used for clothing. Native Americans used the resources around them like plants, bark, and roots to create dye. They used the dyes to color their clothing, baskets, mats, and other items. Many tribes hunted buffalo or caribou for food. as well as deer and rabbits. Fishing was widely used to provide food for villages that were close to rivers or streams. Spears, nets, and fish traps were made to catch the fish. In cold regions like Alaska, ice fishing was common. A small hole was cut into the ice and long spears were used to catch the fish. Farming was important to many of the tribes, especially in warmer climates. Main crops included corn, beans, and squash. Native Americans created many beautiful works of art. Pottery is the process of using clay to create handmade pieces. These works of art were not only beautiful, but very useful. Pottery was used to store grain and other foods. It was also used to collect water. Colorful baskets, blankets, and carvings such as totem poles or sculptures carved into large tree trunks were created. Some tribes, like the Navajo and Pueblo, were famous for sand paintings. Native Americans also had traditions which included religious and other ceremonies. Stories, music, dancing, games, and sports were enjoyed. Like every people and culture in the world, the Native Americans lived, worked, and played based on their beliefs and customs. Native Americans still live throughout.
Okay, that's all, students. Okay, BL Akshay, do you want to say something?
Okay. Not sir.
Tell me, what did you understand from the video?
I have understand, sir. They are living very comfortable in their location.
Okay.
They are getting fresh air.
They are getting fresh air, fresh water, fresh food, fresh vegetables, isn't it?
There is no pollution.
That's why I told you this is the end of living and the time for survival. Nowadays, what happens is that we are facing a lot of difficulties in our lives. So that we can say that we are surviving on earth. But in the past, the people lived very happily. Okay. That is what you had to understand from this lesson. So this is the end of this lesson and the time is up. So in the next session, we will be going ahead with the grammar part of this lesson. Okay. Okay. Thank you all.